Good morning, Hype Timers. Dustin Cordanza here at Johnston Lake in Clement Park. With me is an ornithologist, bird expert, Scott Somershoe. Scott, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Dan.
This is amazing. This is a bird drinking water out of our garden emitter at the base of a tomato plant. While its companion is in the shade of the chili plant, keeping an eye out for danger. And their other friend over here doing the same thing. How awesome. Drink up, little buddy. Why is it that birds are so important?
Birds are indicators of community health and the environmental health. Without a lot of birds, maybe there's something not good going on. I've personally seen 140 species on the park. There's over 165 or so others that have reported total.
Is that a lot?
The last several years. It's actually pretty good for a local park in the Denver metro. Yeah. Out on the lake this morning, there's a bunch of killdeer and spotted sandpipers. Both of them nest here around the lake. There's ring-billed gulls. A California gull just flew over. Lots of migratory shorebirds and gulls and terns are moving through and using the lake. Yeah, these mud flats and this wide shoreline is really good habitat for the shorebirds that are migrating through. They like to sift through the mud and pull up worms and other aquatic insects. And typically lakes are pretty full. There's not a lot of that kind of habitat around a lot of these shorebirds. There's 25 species of shorebird that migrate through Colorado or breed here. And they just don't have a lot of places to stop. So this is like a great little spot. And snowy egrets, the smallish white egrets with yellow feet and yellow at the base of the bill. I saw 4 out here the other day, which is more than I've ever had out here at the lake at once. And they're looking for little fish along this little sandy spot. Little woodland areas are always attractive to birds. These Russian olives are not native and not great to have here, but they do provide food and cover. I've seen a lot of different species of bird just right here on the southwest corner of the lake that I've not seen anywhere else. On the east side of the lake this morning, there's been a large flock of sparrows that moved in. As it's fall migration, things are moving south. I was looking through them all and I found a lark bunting, which is a Colorado state bird. It's the first time I've seen one of them at the park. Pretty exciting little bird for this little spot.
And then you see stuff like this. Stuff that's really bad for birds, really bad for fish. You saw us pick up this fishing line. We walked less than 50 steps to the reel in and recycle monofilament recycling bin that the Foothills Parks and Recreation District has so kindly made available to us. I'm just going to ask the rhetorical question, was it so hard to pick that up, walk it over and put it in here? Just a reminder though, it's not enough to come down here and just put it into the receptacle. You have to make sure it's not hanging out like this. You want to have your gloves there, poke it in there, make it all go away, because otherwise birds are going to get after it. Scott's got a great story about that. Tell us, Scott.
I was doing a bird survey in northeast Tennessee many years ago, and I found a Baltimore oriole nest on the top of a large cottonwood. And the nest was completely made of fishing line, and the female had it wrapped around her leg and she was dead hanging from her nest.
Man.
Because of the fishing line.
Just another reason, folks, to make sure that you do it and do it right. So there are all of these really cool little entries down to the water that's surrounded by trees and grass. And here's some cool evidence of birds on the shore, in the water, right next to some nastiness. And this right here is why I have an extendable pole that I carry with me. Used to be used for golf. I'm doing this left-handed, but yeah, hooray for A&W. I love it too. But hey, look, if you gotta have a cream soda, how about you pull it out of the place where the birds are? Here's some stuff that's washed up. I know it's new because I've been walking around this lake now for 4 months, and I've cleaned it up. And more just seems to show up as the water recedes, which tells you there's a ton of trash out there just waiting to be removed, and we're the folks to do it. What do you think about all of this trash and its effect on birds?
A lot of the trash poses hazards to the birds, particularly if they eat it. And I've seen lots of fishing hooks with the big worms. If a gull or a snow egret eats that, it'll get lodged in the throat, potentially kill them. They eat lots of little plastic, and that's all very bad for them.
Right, so hype timers, that's why we have a job to do. So join the hype, get out here, help out the park, make it pretty for other people, do some good for yourself and for the birds. Scott will appreciate it, so will I.
Indeed.
So last and final question, from your perspective, what's the most notable part of our walk together about the work that hype does?
Just helping keeping the lake and the park clean, because obviously you appreciate it a whole lot more when it's not trashed. And it's obviously better for the wildlife and the birds that are using the place as well.
And this is Dustin Cordanza. Have a good day. Join the hype, do good, and feel good. Till next time.